I get another non-peon. I've yet to get a peon out of that. That sounds dirtier than it is. Hey, we got a peon. That definitely sounds dirtier than this. Alright. Hey. Anyway. On a roll. Why are you saying I'm in combat? Wasn't in combat until... Alright, let's see. I like getting peanuts here. Alright. See, I wasn't in combat until this guy come along. But I was on... It thinks I'm in combat because I was attacking the cocoon. Okay. Not yet. That takes us to Delaran, and not quite ready to go there yet. Now, this is the second expansion from the original World of Warcraft. And to me, it was the best. Of course, it was my first actual expansion. A whole new expansion that I started on. So I got to go through the whole, you know, setup thing where they did the introduce the Lich King and all that kind of stuff. Let's see, back, leather, mail. There we go. That works. So they had this world event where they basically had these outbreaks of plague, and this, of course, it was started by the Witch King. But what happened was when you picked these little things of bundles of bundles, you basically turn into a zombie, and you could bite someone and spread that zombie. So you too. Okay, so, but yeah, that was the event associated with Wrath of the Lich King opening, and you know, everyone was turning everyone else into zombies, and you had these paladins who were trying to cure you, and you didn't want to be cured, so you wanted to spread the disease, so to speak. So, from what I understand, there was a study made of it, and about that type of outbreak, and it was correlated pretty heavily to what happens in real life as far as spreading of the plagues and things like that. That was kind of neat, I thought. Alright, so. Oh yeah, we have to kill these eggs. As well as anything that gets in our way. But yeah, the event to start Wrath of the Lich King was actually very well done by Blizzard. I mean, it was fun. Now compare that to the events leading up to the Cataclysm. I mean, that's actually foretold. There's a quest on the Alliance side. There's a quest on the Alliance side. There's a series of quests where you torture this man who's become a zombie. Well, he's not a man anymore, he's a zombie now. But he actually predicts the cataclysm, and nobody caught that. You know, when it first came out. I don't think there's a horde equivalent of that, but if there is, we'll definitely do it. It's in Dragonblight. But yeah, it was interesting going back to that quest and seeing that happen. I mean, you didn't realize it at the time that what was going to happen. But Sauerfang, that is not Garrosh coming. Alright. Yeah, mailbox around here. Oh, yeah. Anyway. There it is. Yeah, I got some expired options. No biggie. And off we go to kill more eggs and to kill more bugs. Come on. Okay. So we need to kill more eggs. Where are the eggs? There's one. Anyway. This is the only expansion that I know of where the last big guy to die, the Lich King, he appears everywhere. You meet him everywhere. But he doesn't kill you, mind you. Okay, we got all that. Alright, so we just need to drop that last bomb. I mean, you literally meet him everywhere, but he, for one reason or another, he doesn't kill you. Come on. And I'll stop looking for a little bit. Alright, let's drop this bomb and get the bomb out of here. Boom. Big bada boom. There it goes. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna, especially in not Northrend, Ice Crown. Alright, I think there's one more bomb we need to drop here. Yay, okay. Alright, starting to see some 138 stuff here. So we got some mail. Got trinket here. Better than what I got. I mean, certainly better than the Swift Hand of Justice. 21 haste, but by a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. Where'd it go? There it goes. There you go. Okay, and let's see. We don't need any weapons here. Our weapons are actually 139. So we'll take whatever gets us the most money here. Alright, so let's see what we gotta do here. Gonna see the Wind Rider Master, and he's at the top here. He's one of those that moves around, okay. Okay, so now we need to talk to the other Wind Rider. Oh, knocked me off there. It's on the other side here. Without getting... I think this is it. You know what, I don't think I'm wrong. But anyway, let's go to Delaran. Delaran, whatever you want to call it. If there's some quests we can do there. I'm going to pause it while we're flying there. Okay. We are in Dragonblight right now. And on our way to, WordPress. This is the Horde base in Dragonblight. We are on our way Crystal Song Forest, and we'll kind of work our way to that. Why don't you touch on some of the things that we're going to see in this expansion? It is, as I said earlier, the second expansion. And each expansion you could lift the level cap up either 5 or 10 points. It was 10 points each for first 2 expansions. So you could go from 60 to 70 in Burning Legion, and from 70 to 80 in Lich King. Then they started doing 5 for Cataclysm, and another 5 for Pandaria, and now their Warlords of Draenor is back to 10, and in the upcoming expansion Legion it will be 10 as well. So never understood why they would only raise the level cap 5. I mean, I know people were in a hurry to level into raid, but come on now. I don't mind taking a little time to level. This whole business about flying in Warlords of Draenor, for instance. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't allow it at level cap, but you know, they want people to experience the full beauty, if you want to call it, of the ground of Warlords of Draenor, and they want people to experience content. They don't want it to fly over. The thing with Burning Legion and with Lich King is I can fly over the content now. So they changed that with Pandaria. Pandaria, you had not only had to get the level cap. It used to be with Burning Legion that you had to get the level cap to fly in it, but it's not always the case. That's not the case now. What are we doing here? Okay, we're going this way. So yeah, that wasn't always the case, where you could get flying right away. I mean, you had to, at level 60, you had to wait till level 70, but then they lowered it to make things easier. And there's another cooking daily here. Okay, so combining. Okay, so this is actually one we can do. But look at here, these are the stuff that we can actually get once we get to our cooking to 400. And we'll need the Epicurean awards that we've been slowly gathering, and we have 31 of them now. So Uh, you know, some of the quests were 2 of them, but we've got a total of 31 of them. Anyway, so now we need to pick up half full glasses of wine that are scattered around here. But getting back to the whole expansion, it's this is my favorite expansion. So, and for a lot of reasons, it was again my first full. I was there before it started expansion. I came in kind of in the middle of Burning Legion. I didn't even know Warcraft existed before then. Gasp! I know, given how much it's ruled my life since then. Okay, so we need a total of 6 of these. Nope, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, so, but yeah, it was a difficult expansion because when it first came out, you couldn't get flying until level 77, and then only to get to Ice Crown. So it's not one of those that was easy to do until they lifted it, and now you can get it at 68. But a lot of people think, hey, that's cheating. That's not how it should work. Oh, I need cheese. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. You know, you're making things too easy, but well, not really. Not from my standpoint. I mean, especially when you're trying to do this on alts. Any cheese in there? There's some cheese. Okay. Alright, so we have our platter. And this Glower Gold, he's a dwarf. He's a kind of a rough character. Yeah. He wants his cheese and his wine. He's gonna get his cheese and wine, but it's from half drunken glasses, and I kind of thought that was wrong one. There he is. I thought that was kind of neat. Have you seen a servant with my wine and cheese platter? I'm quite peckish. Yeah, here it is. Enjoy. Okay. Anyway, I don't appreciate being called a servant even in this one. I'm gonna get rid of some of this stuff. Don't really need to mark and kill Jaden anymore. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that, but he doesn't. He won't take that. Okay, so if I could sell my heirlooms, boy, I'd be doing that all day. Anyway, you know what? This girl needs a haircut. I have not ever cut her hair. And since you get an achievement for that. Alright, oof, oh, that's too close. Let's see what we can, ooh, even worse. No. I like that one a little bit better. Hairstyle. Mohawk. Yeah, it does not look good on a goblin. Works for me. Let's lighten her hair just a little bit. This is all going to cost me gold, mind you. But I did get an achievement for it, so. Okay. Yeah, Lich King introduced a lot of concepts that Warcraft is famous for now, and most important of them is phasing. Phasing is where you can be in one zone and a lot of things are happening in it outside of the zone. And here's the other area where you can go where all the undead are. But yeah, phasing was it was confusing at first because you would be meeting a friend for a dungeon or for a raid, and they'd be meeting you in the area, the summoning stone area, and you couldn't see them because they were phased. They were in a different phase than you were in a quest line, for instance, and that was confusing and made summoning very hard, actually. And of course, Lich King introduced the whole concept of the Argent Tournament. And basically, it was a time killer. That's all it was. Until the next expansion came out. It's a way of giving people something to do while they waited for something new to come out. But also introduced the concept of mounted things, machines, horses that you can mount, the little arrow thing, and that's good in some ways and not so good in other ways. So, you know, I'm kind of mixed feelings about that. Anyway, you know, once again going through. I also introduced the concept of an open area for PvP called Wintergrass. Yeah, Wintergrass. And that was interesting because it was timed. It happened like every 3 hours or so, and it lasted until one side won. And that was an interesting way of PvP. If you flew or ran into that zone while it wasn't going on, you would be flagged. It's a pure PvP zone, whether it's a PvP server or not. You would be flagged. That's why it was red. Okay. But anyway, there's a lot of interesting concepts that were introduced in Lich King, and that have continued to be used by Blizzard in other expansion packs. Some to great effect, some not so great. So, you know, this is why this is one of my favorite expansions, because they tried to do things that were so different than previous expansions. Than vanilla, they cut the raids down to 10 and 25 man, down from 40, and that was really bold. They moved Naxxramas. Naxxramas used to be in the Eastern Plague Lands. In fact, if you go through the Death Knight starting area, you can hear them talking about